Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Monster Energy Supercross 4. It is the final round of the 250 East career mode, and it's going to be in Salt Lake City for the final time of this season. So starting on the inside, right on the left-hand side, we're going to absolutely go for a little bit of a wheelie as we started there. Not ideal to start there. Chuck it up on the inside. Oh my goodness, we just disappeared. We turned into a ghost temporarily and shifted our way up into the whole shot position. Really bizarre stuff there. Not sure exactly what happened just then. But I guess that doesn't really matter. We are still into the whole shot position, and we have started the best way possible. Now, of course, there will be a champion decided here today in the Salt Lake City main event. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Grant? Is it going to be Chase Sexton? Is it going to be any other surprises coming from the back? My goal was very, very simple here today, and that is get to the front, lead it, and never look back. Not even once, as we almost make a mistake going into the downhill section there. So make a few move jumps here, and then we'll go for another nice little gentle jump and then chuck it in for the tabletop section. Now this tabletop section has a horrible glitch for the AI. It doesn't benefit us, it only benefits the AI, and I will explain, and you'll probably see it throughout this main event. Now just to mention, Chase Sexton is down in 14th place, so he had a shocker to start this particular main event. Not ideal for him, far from it, but ideal for us, so we will just continue to push forward and focus on the task at hand, and that is to lead this main event. But Shane McElrath just behind the shared World Championship leader right now, both men on the same points, i.e. Chase Sexton and Matt Grant. I think we both have red plates. I don't know if that happens in real life. I don't believe it does. I do believe that nobody gets the red plate, but apparently I'm actually leading the championship because I've won more races or something like that. I don't actually recall, but for some reason we both have red plates, so I don't know on that particular instance. But Faulkner is not too far behind as well, as he's just made a move now up on the inside of Shane McElrath. So we're going to see the glitch here, or sooner about. You'll see in the bottom left corner of your screen there the gap that McElrath and Faulkner just overcame then as Grant dives back up on the inside. He is determined to finish the season with a bang. Now, of course, we have only won the one Grand Prix this season, or the main event, should I say, because this is Monster Energy Supercross. Well, we have only won the one main event, but we actually won the Triple Crown, which, of course, surely would carry more weight than just winning a normal main event, as McElrath just flew past us on board that Yamaha. We now have a Kawasaki getting through as well on Faulkner, and we are getting beaten up now. A couple of riders making their way through on us. We've got a couple of the 250 West guys out there as well. Not sure if we really need to be doing battle with them. Our only goal is to finish ahead of Chase Sexton, but if we can finish on the podium or take a race victory, then that would be absolutely spiffing. I don't think we are going to manage it here today because this track is extremely difficult. I'll be honest with you, I can't wait to get out of Salt Lake City. I'm really ready to go back to some of the other tracks because I'm finding all of the Salt Lake City tracks just so difficult. I've not seemed to find any particular bits of momentum or just confidence in these particular tracks. They are just so difficult. They are fantastic to end the season on, as we just lose a couple of positions there to the Husqvarna as we dive back up on the inside. Beautifully done there. We'll try and get back a couple more positions through the next couple of sectors. I do really like this particular part of the track. It's a lot of gentle jumping into smaller parts, opposed to just going full throttle and just expecting the best. I do like those sort of technical tracks, but this one is very technical. The last time I had difficulty with the track, in particular to much as this level or this degree, was the one in Oakland. I really struggled in that one. I couldn't get on board with that at all, but of course that is more west, so we didn't really do that this season in the 250 East career mode. But of course, with the 250 East career mode coming to an end, I've not quite decided what I'm going to do for the next season. I am heavily leaning towards moving up to the big boy class and going up to the 450s. I've got my eyes on a couple of bikes there, and I want to go into the full main championship and just go absolutely gung-ho and see if we can win it in our rookie season. Of course, the 250 West career mode would be nice as well, but I do appreciate that we guys would like to get Grant up into the main classes and get him battling with some of the best riders that Monster Energy Supercross has ever seen. As we now go on to the right-hand side, as Ferrandis gets ever so closer there. He is getting closer and closer to the 250 West World Champion. I do believe their championship is already over, in the sense of Ferrandis is going to win this one without any, well, without too much issue, let's say, because he's already simply won it, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But right now we are focusing on the 250 East career mode, the battle between Grant and Chase Sexton. I see McAdoo behind us, but I don't see Chase Sexton anywhere near the top 10 as things stand, which is absolutely perfect for us, as there's only 5 minutes of this main event remaining. There is Ferrandes trying to get ahead of us there. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I've not quite learnt all the names yet in this magnificent video game and this magnificent championship, but of course I will learn as things go on. I do very, very much enjoy the Monster Energy Supercross, and I still... Oh, Joe Shimoda is behind us, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Shimoda still can play a part in this championship challenge. The man on board the Honda is only 4 points behind us. He's on 133, and of course, as mentioned already, Chase Sexton and Grant locked in on 137 points each, with RJ Hampshire just in the middle of us with 136 points, so 1 point behind. This championship has been super close all season. No rider taking more than 1 victory out of the 9 main events so far, or at least the 8 main events are now included into the 9th main event here, as Joe Shimoda has now made his move. Joe Shimoda's trying to get through, as he's still not able to get through, has he not? He's still very, very close, but Shimoda will be trying to make that move sooner rather than later. Now we're going to get a good look at the glitch here, a little bit of a bug that gives the AI the speed boost coming out of this jump here. For some reason they just rocket into the tabletop section, and I didn't get anywhere near close enough to them, as we give Ferrandes a big old bump there. I do apologise. Stop. Oh, but he fought back absolutely beautifully, the 250 West champion did, as we now dive back up the inside of him. Honda versus Yamaha once again. You've got to love it. You absolutely have to. We've seen it in so many championships that involve motorbikes, and here it is again, Honda versus Yamaha once more. Now, Colt Nichols has separated Joe Shimoda and Matt Grant, one of the championship leaders. Of course, they're red plate owners, so hopefully Colt Nichols can just rough up Joe Shimoda just a little bit so he won't be attacking us quite viciously towards the end of this main event. Now, 3 minutes of this session remains. Still plenty of time for anything to change. No sign of crashes yet, but God forbid I jinx myself and we end up crashing. Fingers crossed that is not going to be in our near future, or the distant future, let's say, as you're going to see a massive look here. Watch Tim Ferrandes out of this one. Look at that speed! How does one get that quick coming out of that particular section as we dive up on the inside of the 250 West World Champion once again, as we now turn it to the right-hand side. Lopez ahead of us just further up the track, and Chase Sexton is down in 18th place. Ladies and gentlemen, we could be the winning party in stunning fashion and in stunning style. I really can't wait for this main event to be over, because it's not an enjoyable one for me. I am struggling so much with this track, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I never do lie, not on this channel, not to my aces. I am struggling pretty badly here. I would like to come back and tackle this track maybe once more in the future, but for now I am not finding it easy. So this one feels like an absolute slog to try and do. Not in the sense of, oh, it's a boring one, but just because of the pressure, because of what is at stake right now in the final round. I love how it's gone down to the wire, because of course anything can happen. The heat race went very, very, very interesting. I battled with Chase Sexton down to the final corner, and I crashed. Very, very quickly got back into it as Joe Shimoda now dives up on the inside. But we're going to go for the same lunge up onto him as we did to Ferrandes, or Ferrandes did to us early on in the main event. But the heat race didn't go as planned. The qualifying didn't go as planned. Last chance qualifying, surviving, and just managing to survive this absolute chaotic main event. It is a magnificent track, I'll give it that. All of the Salt Lake City ones have been very, very entertaining, but challenging is an understatement. These really set the hardest tracks to the end, as Peters now dives with the inside. Kyle Peters has made his move, and he is now up into 7th place. Peters doesn't feature in our championship right now. I've seen him a couple of times this season. I do believe he is one of the victors of one of the races this season, so great job for Kyle Peters, but right now he is not too much of a concern. Our only concern is Joe Shimoda. Now, granted, we are 4 points ahead of Joe in the championship standings. However, if he does make it through on me, he could quite quickly chase down Peters, Lopez, and even further up as Joe Shimoda gets very aggressive there. We're going to have to go for the same little lunge like we did earlier on. Once again, that lunge has paid dividends, and we are now up into 8th place once again. But to be battling for 8th place, but consistently staying in the points, staying in here and battling it out for the 8th position is a positive. This season has been somewhat up and down. Some races we've looked fantastic, some races not so much. And then some races we have also been good and then bottled it towards the end. I cannot afford to bottle it here today. We usually make mistakes. We aren't going to do one here today. Not with the absolute gaggle of riders behind us. If you want to take a look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen there as we almost lose the front, you will see the sheer amount of riders all desperately trying to wait for a lunge to get up the inside. And right on cue, Hayes makes the lunge, and now he is up into 8th place. He'll get shoved wide a little bit, and you're going to see that little bit of a glitch. Look at the speed! Told you, look at Martin there, and Ferrandis. Oh, we're getting absolutely annihilated now. Cooper's ahead of us. Shimoda's there as well. This is getting ridiculous. We've been beaten up. What did I just mention about bottling it? We've just sort of bottled it now. As we dive up at the inside of a couple more riders, I can't even see who's there anymore. It's Ferrandis, it's Grant, it's Short, it's McAdoo, it's Hayes. There's too many riders knocking about in this final 2 laps. This is going to be absolute panic stations for the 26-year-old man from Warrington, England, who is trying to battle out with some of the best American riders ever in the 250 West and East categories. So we get bumped wide there from Short. Martin's now behind us. Short's there. Ferrandis, McAdoo's there as well. This is like 250 West versus one person from 250 East. I feel like I'm in a free-for-all with them all. This is ridiculous. We're now down to 12th place, ladies and gentlemen. Make that 14th place. McAdoo's made. Oh my lord. We're getting absolutely beaten up. Joe Shimoda is ahead of us. We have to try and finish ahead of Joe Shimoda for the pride's sake. But look at the speed. This is bad. This is bad. Is that enough points for Joe Shimoda to win the World Championship? Is it not? Oh, look at the aggression. The battling is certainly exploding here in Salt Lake City. The fans are certainly getting their money's worth. Chase Sexton is now only a couple of positions behind because we have just fallen off a cliff. As we get pushed behind again, this is getting ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. What can we do here? We're in 13th place. Where is Joe Shimoda? I can't see him anymore. Is he still ahead of us? I hope not. Oh, I need to take a look at the timing screen to the left-hand side of the screen, but preferably the big picture, so I can see who is actually ahead of us and who is behind, making all sorts of mistakes now. The panic stations are well and truly kicking off. This is super tense. The World Championship is at stake here. The red plate, the elusive championship gold is here. What can we do? McAdoo still ahead of us. Can we try and get into the wider line? Nichols is behind us. Chase Sexton is just 2 positions behind us. And if they get that little glitch here that you're going to see McAdoo get that extra bump, we might be able to dive at the inside of McAdoo. For the final time, we come across the line. Round 9 may come to an end, but the World Championship is still to be decided in the championship screens in just a moment. Oh, there's an achievement. I think we've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done it. We have to take a look in a moment's time to see the results, but I do believe Grant will be the 250 East champion. Big shout out to Austin Faulkner for winning this Grand Prix on board the Kawasaki, Brendan Hartfront in 2nd place, and Derek Drake in 3rd. There we are, down in 12th place, but we did finish a couple of positions ahead of Chase Sexton. Let's take a look on the screen and find out the results. It's done it! Yes! 148 points. Matt Grant wins the 250 East Championship, 3 points adrift from Chase Sexton. What a season, ladies and gentlemen. My voice is now gone. Thank you very much for watching this fantastic season. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. I will decide on which bike we're going to use and which category we're going to move to. And upon that note, guys, let's go to the podium celebration and celebrate in style because we are victorious. And that is not Austin Faulkner, that is Matt Grant, your 250 East World Champion. And guys, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.